Melbourne has long been misconceived as Sydney's sort of slightly duller cousin, with little more to offer than maybe some Victorian architecture and some stand-up comedy. But the truth is that over the past 10 years, everything from food to architecture to fashion is being reinvented here, and the arts scene is so buzzing. All of which means that if you're coming to Australia, then I'd probably stick Melbourne on your hit list. The one thing everybody knows about Melbourne is how livable it is. In fact, it regularly tops the Economist's list of the world's most livable cities. You know, people are always mentioning to you how easy it is to get around, how safe it is. You know, there's cultural activities, sporting events. In fact, according to Melburnians anyway, you'd be forgiven for thinking that you're in heaven if it wasn't for the fact that there's so much here to live for.
Melbourne straddles the Yarra River, not the most attractive stretch of water. It's been called the Upside Down River because of the muddy colour. North of it is the Central Business District, the city's historic heart, with signature Edwardian buildings like Flinders Street Station. Opposite is Federation Square, which isn't really a square at all, but it's the public space that's become the focal point of modern Melbourne. Other attractions include Melbourne Zoo, the oldest in Australia, and Old Melbourne Jail, the city's most popular attraction. It was here bushranger turned gang leader Ned Kelly was hanged in 1880. To the south are some of the city's newer developments. The Victorian Arts Centre is home to national companies like the opera and ballet. A good way of getting an overview of the geography is from the Rialto Tower. At 824 feet, it's the tallest office building in the Southern Hemisphere. Away to the east in Yarra Park is the MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's sport that keeps Melbourne hearts pumping. Fans of horse racing follow the Melbourne Cup. There's the Australian Grand Prix, the Tennis Open, and Aussie rules football. And it was here in 1877 that the first ever cricket test match was played. And further south, St Kilda, with its fantastic oceanfront lifestyle, exemplifies the city's reinvention. Up until the 90s, this was a tired old seaside resort. Now St Kilda is one of Melbourne's most expensive suburbs.
Now, Melbourne is one of the few cities in the world that you can float over. This is an extraordinary thing to do with your morning. I thought it probably wasn't worth waking up at 4 AM for this, but I'm changing my mind.
And I'm not the only one doing it. A bunch of balloons are off to drift over the city in the early morning light.
Is there a particular memory of ballooning over Melbourne that springs to mind?
I think when we were flying during the Commonwealth Games, it was really special. The city was really alive. It's in autumn when the colours are great. There was lots of people out. I think for visitors coming to the city, it's a really special product because it's not something you can do around the world in other cities. So, you know, we get a lot of fantastic feedback about that.
It's so serene seeing a city this way, and even slightly surreal. All that life beneath you, and unlike a plane, your view is really complete, and you've got all the time you need to take it in.
That was such a gentle experience. It almost feels like a dream, like I wasn't even in the air moments ago. 7:30 in the morning, I'm going back to the hotel for breakfast. As in any city, accommodation ranges from dorm rooms right up to top-end luxury, so choice isn't the issue. It's more about availability. Like in March when the Grand Prix is on, or in September when nearly 90,000 people pour in for the AFL Grand Final. Vacancies are virtually non-existent, so you need to book at least a couple of months in advance.
For uber cool, try the iconic Adelphi, a 90s designed boutique hotel that surrounds you with minimalist architectural style and is bang in the centre of the city. It cuts a distinctive form amongst the surrounding buildings, and all the rooms have personal touches like an iPod dock. Its famous rooftop mineral pool means even swimming is an intensely urban experience. The pool overhangs Flinders Lane below, visible through a perspex floor. And the hotel now boasts a spa to de-stress and relax in.
Well, that's it from us in Melbourne. Take care and we'll see you soon.